there, sports fans. Happy Friday, happy weekend. During the pandemic, we gave you a version of our sports segment called Gimme 5, an ode to the virtual high five, an insider's look at 5 trending sports topics with some of the best in the business. From time to time, we shall revisit while we continue to social distance. This morning, we present a new take, a new look. We're calling it 5 on 5. Things are changing and looking up, thankfully. So this version of the sports segment features 5 trending stories from last weekend that you may have missed, along with 5 sports stories you should keep an eye on heading into this weekend, hence the name 5 on 5. Let's begin with our top 5 stories from the weekend. The Bronx Bombers are awfully powerful but very right-hand dominant at the plate. Yankees GM Brian Cashman has made a move to try and provide some lefty pop to the lineup. The Pinstripers acquire Rougned Odor from the Texas Rangers in exchange for a pair of minor league prospects. What a name that is. Odor is only 2 years removed from hitting 30 homers. His powerful lefty swing wasted little time providing a spark. His go-ahead single Sunday in Tampa Bay salvages a very tough series for the Yanks. Here's more with the newest Yankee.
Feels really good. I mean, we were playing really good game today. The pitcher did a great job today, and that about I feel really good too. So it was good, amazing feeling.
Our friend Yankee executive Ray Negron also provided us with an exclusive photo of Odor going from very hairy in Texas to cleanly shaven here in the Bronx. That policy still intact in order to wear the pinstripes. Yankee slugger Aaron Judge talks about avoiding the sweep at the hands of the rival Rays on Sunday.
It was a rough series all around. Really haven't been able to get anything going really offensively. Kind of missing that big hit. But today, we had Gio Urshela kind of lead us, just from his first at bat on. When we needed a big hit, he hit that homer, and then late, adding a couple more runs for us. So it was, it's always nice ending the series with the win. I wish we would have won the series, but it's good to, on getaway day to get the win.
Well, the Yankees and Mets are our first story in our 5 on 5 segment. The Yankees have been up and down, and the Mets are in the same boat too. What's even more puzzling is the fact that the Amazons can't seem to win for the best pitcher in baseball. Since 2018, staff ace Jacob deGrom has a 2.06 ERA in 78 starts. The club is 36-42 in those starts. That trend continued over the weekend. Here's more with deGrom.
It's a team effort. We're out there trying to win every baseball game. So, those guys had a tough matchup today. Their guy was really good on the mound. He didn't make many mistakes. So he did a good job pitching with, some runners in scoring position. And that's part of baseball. These guys do a good job of preparing every day. And they go about it in a professional way. And today we just got beat.
Speaking of disappointing, how about the performance by the Brooklyn Nets for the weekend against the undermanned LA Lakers? The Nets lose to the Lakers, grabs a spot here in 5 on 5. We caught up with star Kevin Durant to discuss the defeat.
They just played with more urgency to start the game, and they hit us in the mouth early, and that we was fighting uphill all game. And then they got hot. You come in the game, guys who haven't played as much get more opportunities and playing free. And they came out and hit us in the mouth. So they're the champs. You got to respect it.
We move from the NBA hardwood to the NHL ice. The Rangers and Islanders renewed their rivalry last Sunday. The Isles got the better of the matchup, prevailing 3-2 Sunday night on the island. It was their 8th win in 11 games to roll to 18-2-2 in Uniondale. They remain very much in the thick of things atop the East Division with Washington and Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, the Rangers are fighting for that final playoff spot, battling with rival Boston for the 4th and final spot in the East. For the 4th spot on 5 on 5, we have history at the Masters. Hideki Matsuyama rose to the ranks of golf greatness at the Masters on Sunday when he became the first Japanese player to win a men's major tournament. On Monday, he blended right in at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in his new green jacket. According to a fan who spotted him at the airport, Matsuyama was waiting to board a flight to Chicago on Monday with his green jacket laid on the seat next to him. His home country has sent golfers to the Masters since 1936, with at least one appearing in the tournament each year since 1968. After 85 years, he ends that winless drought for Japan. Number 5 on 5 on 5. How about looking back at history with the hopes of repeating it? With an eye toward an historic past, Arrow McLaren SP will hope it can repeat in combining a legendary car number and driver come late May. IndyCar veteran and two-time Indy 500 winner Juan Pablo Montoya will man the number 86 Chevy in his 6th Indy 500 and first with AMSP. Harkening back to McLaren's racing historic Indy 500 pole with Peter Revson 50 years ago. Montoya's return to IndyCar will make his first Indy 500 since 2017, which consisted of a 4-season run with Team Penske, where in 2015 he finished second in the championship and won his second Indy 500. During that stint, the Colombian driver finished outside the top 6 in the 500 just once. He won as rookie in a one-off effort with Chip Ganassi Racing in 2000, a year after his rookie car title in 1999. We caught up with Montoya and Joseph Newgarden for the Indy 500 test last weekend.
It's funny, like yesterday is getting up to speed with like, ooh, and today you don't even think about it, and this afternoon even better. And so the first few runs with traffic was like, ooh, and then you start, relaxing and getting the flow of things and doing, we did some pit stuff at the end, but it's been great. Everybody at Arrow McLaren SP has been doing a really good job. It's been a lot of fun so far. And I think this test was very, very useful.
This is a great test to have to give a warm up for the month of May. It felt like the month of May, to be honest with you, a typical day to start out. So yeah, pretty happy we got this peek into the future.
There's 5 that you might have missed. Here's 5 stories to keep an eye on heading into the weekend. New York City Football Club is gearing up to start the new season. The first official game is tomorrow, Saturday, April 17th. Time just flies this spring. Should be an exciting campaign for them in MLS and in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. The core of what's been one of the best teams in the league over the past few years is largely intact, but NYCFC has almost zero depth across the front 3 and precious little depth in central defense. Hard to say if they are any closer to winning at all, despite having a team with a core in its prime. Meantime, the Yanks will be calling the stadium home for the weekend, welcoming rival Tampa Bay for a redo of last weekend's series on the road. They grab a spot in our 5-on-5 look ahead. The same goes for the Broadway Blue Shirts. The Rangers will take on the New Jersey Devils this weekend at a meeting of tri-state rivals. The Devils are out of the playoff picture and likely would love to do the same to the Rangers. The Rangers are home Saturday at MSG and then in Newark on Sunday to face the Devils. Sunday will also be the day that Fordham women's softball will wrap up a 4-game weekend series with Rhode Island here in the Bronx. The Rams have been streaking of late, hitting 20 wins in a row last weekend. Impressive indeed. And to round out our 5-on-5, keep an eye on the Knicks. The orange and blue play tonight in Dallas and return Sunday to the world's most famous arena to take on the New Orleans Pelicans. They are hanging in the playoff conversation in the East. That's 5-on-5. We hit the C-list for 2 football careers heading in opposite directions. The AFC East will have a new look this year. There will be no Julian Edelman lining up for the New England Patriots. We won't be seeing Sam Darnold under center for the Jets either. Edelman is hanging up his cleats shortly after news broke that the Pats had released Edelman after he failed a physical related to last year's knee injury. Edelman announced that he has played the last game of his pro football career. Edelman retires with 3 Super Bowl rings and a Super Bowl MVP award, and he retires with a unique place in Patriots history for his many contributions, which included not only being one of the NFL's top possession receivers, but also a contributor as a punt returner, a passer on trick plays, and even a cornerback at times. From one beloved star to a franchise quarterback that never was, who couldn't seem to find love in the Big Apple. Darnold spent more than 2 months not knowing whether he'd still be with the Jets as their quarterback. Now he's property of the Carolina Panthers via a trade. He gets the quote of the week. Open quote, "I imagined I was going to be the franchise quarterback of the New York Jets for a long time, and once you realize that the team that drafted you is moving on, it stings a little bit." Close quote. The fact that the Panthers wanted Darnold took away some of that bite. Darnold gets a fresh start in Carolina, as do the Jets, who are taking a big gamble in the draft. One thing is sure, that old Jets-Pats rivalry likely won't be the same in 2021. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.